Hi everyone, and welcome to Knit With Co. Today I'm going to show you how to do the stitch called the Stockinette Stitch. It's a really simple stitch. It's a pretty basic stitch as well, like you see it in a lot of patterns, and it's a very pretty stitch. So yeah, let's get started. So the Stockinette Stitch looks like this. Like you can see how it kind of looks like it's braided. Again, a very pretty stitch and very basic. Today I am using this kind of yarn, and it is, where are the sizes? And it's a 4, and I am using these needles. They're size US size 9. It really doesn't matter what you use. It kind of depends on, what your project is, and maybe the pattern. Like the pattern will usually tell you what kind of yarn to use and what size needle. Again, it all depends on your gauge and what your project is. So let's get started. So to this stitch there is a right and a wrong side, and usually on a pattern it will tell you the rows, or which side is the right side and which side is the wrong side. But in this case, this is the right side, the one that looks like the braided end, and then this is the wrong side. It kind of looks like waves. Well, that's anyways for stockinette stitch. So to do the stockinette stitch, this row, the one that kind of looks braided, you just knit the whole entire row. So I'm just gonna knit. Again, you just push it through, wrap it around. Again, this technique is on my last video. If you need help specifically just with knitting, this technique is on my last video, so you can go check that out if you need further assistance with that. So I'm just going to continue to knit this row with just knit stitches. Again, it depends on what your pattern is and what you're knitting. I right now have about 20 stitches on my needle, but I'm not really knitting anything in particular. It's just for the sake of the demonstration of a stockinette stitch. So I'm going to continue knitting this. Alright, and once you finish this row, again, it looks beautiful. It's nice and braided. Anyways, that's what it looks like to me. But that's how I tell when I know when to knit things or when to purl things, is like on a knit side, you see how it has like a V? That's how I know when to knit the stitch and when to not knit the stitch, I guess. So I turn it over to my wrong side, and again, it looks like this, kind of looks like waves to me. And so this one I'm gonna just purl the entire side. So to purl, I'm just going to make sure that my yarn is always in front, and I'm gonna put it through the needle just like that. I'm gonna take the yarn and wrap it around and pull it through. Again, make sure the yarn is in front. Instead of going to the back like this, I put the needle through the front, and then I go around. Just like that. Just continue to work like this for the rest of the row. And that's kind of another thing, how I know how to purl. So the knit side had a V-neck, and the purl has a turtleneck. That's how I like to tell when to purl and when to knit. So you just purl, 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 purl. Until you finish the row. Again, feel free to slow this down if you need help further with purling. So I finished that row, and again, it's going to look like this, kind of look like waves, and this is the wrong side, and then this is the right side, again with the braids. And then you just keep knitting until, your desired length. This is also a nice stitch to, switch colors in if you want to like make a pattern in your knitting. So yeah. So I hope that this helped you. If you have any further questions, please don't be afraid to put them in the comment section below. Or if you want another demonstration on something else, please don't be afraid to, again, put that in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Bye.